Hello, beautiful soul. Awesome. Yes, so I finally got to your clearing. Oh my goodness. So it's been this huge purge that I've been going through energetically with new Soul Realignment Advanced Practitioner course called Vital Life Force Energy. And it's literally was a physical purge that basically almost lasted 3 weeks, so 21 days, which I will be sending you some homework with this reading and clearing. But before we get into it, now as far as the different levels, like level 1, level 2, level 3, those aren't separate readings, okay? The different levels are about the density and the type of blocks that we're clearing. So in follow-up sessions, it might be more level 1. It might be just level 2. It might be level 2 and 3, or it might be all 3 levels. So it's not like a progression, like going through school and graduating kindergarten, it's not like that. It's more like the levels just let you know the density of the blocks and the type of blocks that we're clearing. Okay, so it will just be one session, which actually in this particular clearing, we cleared level 2 and level 3 blocks. Awesome. Now, the denser the block, the more you're going to feel the clearing work. It gets more intense because of the density of these blocks. Now, these follow-up sessions are a little bit boring just because it is just about bringing it to your awareness. There's no past life story, or unless you have more level 1 blocks. Level 1 is always past life, and it always comes with a story. But in this particular one, we're just about bringing it into your awareness. All right, now I need to make a couple of notes here before I forget. Let's see, we got... First thing that we're going to go over is your soul specialization groups. Now, everyone has 2. So hang on one second, and I'm going to read those to you. Okay. The first, your first soul specialization group. Now, this is kind of like just specializing in these particular areas. The first one is actually one of mine also. It's called a Dream Master. And oh my gosh, I wish I had learned this so early on in my life, because I literally spent like 10 years writing down every single dream, and then I had all these dream code books. And finally I was like, you know what? This isn't real, right? So I walked away from it. Well, this is why. All right, so Dream Masters. Dream Masters are very active on the astral planes. All of us visit the astrals when we sleep in order to integrate our day's experiences and to rest and rejuvenate. We also may choose to have experiences in our astral time so that we don't have to have them in the physical. Dream Masters often play roles in our dreams. They allow us to interact with them for our sake. Often they have very vivid dreams and can drive themselves quite crazy trying to interpret these dreams, when in reality they have very little valid meaning for the Dream Master. Their imagination is very vivid too, and must learn to enjoy their time in the non-physical. They are literally the dreamers and visionaries among us that can be highly innovative if they learn to ground their dreams and visions. Awesome. All right, now your second soul specialization group, which, interesting enough, I kind of feel like that's been kind of like what your life is, the overall theme about it is, it's actually playing into the soul specialization group. And they're the ethics, okay? So ethics have an incredibly strong sense of morality, of right and wrong. They feel these values very deeply. They are incredible human lie detectors. Also, they have They are completely incapable of lying or taking shortcuts. If there's a right way to do things, they will feel compelled to do things the right way. Ethics have the gift of helping us insist on making choices that are right for us. It is important for ethics to disconnect from social morality. When out of balance, they can become self-righteous and quite judgmental. So it does kind of explain things, you know, you having those... Sorry, hope that didn't cut out. I'm going to reread that last paragraph just in case it cut out for some reason. Sometimes my internet is weird. All right. Ethics have the gift of helping us insist on making choices that are right for us. It is important for ethics to disconnect from social morality. When out of balance, they can become self-righteous and quite judgmental. So yes, it would explain a lot, like with the experiences and, you know, showing people how to make the right choice, right? Do the right thing. Kind of does make sense now that I think about it. Okay, now onto your actual clearing. We were able to clear 6 blocks in this clearing session. 7 blocks, not 6. 7 blocks total. Now, we can only clear what you can comfortably shift at the physical level. And the denser the block, the less it kind of like condenses down. There's only one level 3 block that we can clear huge, massive amounts of, and that is the DSB code corruption. Because that's kind of like the codes, like think of software on your computer, right? It's made up of billions and billions and billions of codes that work together that make the software work properly. Well, the DSB codes are like that, but it's more on an energetic level of our reality. And it's the only one that we can clear large amounts of. All right. So the first 6 blocks, they're all beliefs. Now, beliefs are something that we adopt to help us make sense of our reality, usually in childhood as negative beliefs through some sort of negative experience. Now, these beliefs are like what teachers, society, parents tell us to be true, right? So we adopt these beliefs. However, as grown adults, making 100% of our choices and consequences, they no longer serve us. Now, also too, a belief can be formed based on your personal experiences, something that you've come to a conclusion about. All right, now the first 3 beliefs, they were all adopted at the age of 3. So you were 3 years old and you adopted these beliefs. Now, these are the energy of the beliefs. The first one, appearances are deceptive. The next one, no news is good news. The next one is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know it's like these little sayings. And it doesn't mean that the saying themselves are negative. It means that you adopted them to help you make sense of a negative experience, a negative situation. All right, now the next 3 beliefs were all adopted at the age of 4. And these are the energies of the beliefs. Once bitten, twice shy. The next one, reap what you sow. And then the next one, never say never. Okay, now the last block that we were able to clear is a level 3 block, and it's actually a DSB code corruption. Now think of it like a giant, like I was saying, like computer software, and it's got all these, except your DSB, your Divine Soul Blueprint, Data Sensory Broadcast, is made up of an infinite amount of codes, right? Some of these codes are denatured, some are disconnected, some are missing, some have been added and they need to be removed, some are clustered together and they're just not functioning properly. All right, now this particular DSB code was rooted in the life area of family, and the energetic statement of it is suffering. So obviously that one's been added, and we want to remove that from your experience, right? Now, of course, there might be many different DSB code corruptions of suffering, but this is the one that's affecting you now, okay? Awesome. Blessings into infinity.